Are there things that others do that really annoy you? Do you do the same thing? In the rest of this video, I'm going to be discussing why we should be careful of who we're following, and also why we shouldn't judge others before judging ourselves, by providing a personal example of where I've done this. If you'd like to hear more about Jesus' teachings and how we can apply Christianity to everyday life, feel free to hit the like and subscribe buttons. A reading from the Gospel according to Luke. At that time, Jesus told his disciples a parable. Can a blind man lead a blind man? Will they not both fall into a pit? A disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone when he is fully trained will be like his teacher. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me take out the speck that is in your eye," when you yourself do not see the log that is in your own eye? You hypocrite! First, take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take out the speck that is in your brother's eye. For no good tree bears bad fruit, nor again does a bad tree bear good fruit. For each tree is known by its own fruit. For figs are not gathered from thorn bushes, nor are grapes picked from a bramble bush. The good person out of the good treasure of his heart produces good, and the evil person out of the evil treasure produces evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaks. The Gospel of the Lord. Who are you following in life? Jesus said, "Can a blind man lead a blind man? Will they both not fall into a pit?" This is a perfect example of how we need to be following a good role model or good example to therefore do good ourselves. For me, this is Jesus, and I try to not only read his word, but to actively follow his teachings too. Jesus said that you should first take the log out of your own eye, and by this he meant that we should first address our own shortcomings before we address the shortcomings of others. I noticed that in my YouTube journey, there are times when I felt like I'm better than others because I'm making a social impact and because I'm having the confidence to say what I think. One way, but definitely not the only way to look at this, is to observe Nagel's theory of moral luck. Moral luck is where a person is given moral praise or moral blame for the consequence of an action, even though they don't have the full control over the consequence itself. If you want to explore this further, I'll add a link in the description below for a video mentioned by Crash Course which talks about this. There are 3 types of moral luck, 1 being resultant luck, 2 being circumstantial luck, and 3 being constitutive luck, and I'll talk more about this in relation to my own experience later on. Why you and I are luckier than we think. Resultant luck is the luck based on the consequence of our actions. For example, I could have put the exact same amount of effort into making this video, made the exact same content, but due to forces outside of my control, you may not have been watching it. Can you think of any examples where resultant luck has applied to you? A second reason why you and I are luckier than we think. Circumstantial luck is the luck which is dependent on the situation you find yourself in. Personally, this means that I've been lucky to even be the era where I can make these videos, or lucky that I've had the educational background that I've had. Can you think of any other examples where circumstantial luck has applied to you? A third reason why you and I are luckier than we think. Constitutive luck is the type of luck which is dependent on who you are. For example, your personality, your genetic traits. This can be applied to me because I have a natural curiosity and willingness to share my insights. But I didn't choose this, it's just the way that I am. Can you think of any other examples where constitutive luck has applied to you in your personal life? This isn't to say that individual effort isn't a necessary component of any form of success, but it is to say that luck also is a necessary component. In relation to arrogance, this isn't to say that the only way to take the log out of my own eye is to understand moral luck. There are other ways to do this, for example, understanding that even if you're proud of the things that you do, the things that you do not determine whether you're better or not than anyone else, because inherently we're all equal and the same. Have you ever followed the wrong person who turned out to be blind? Have you ever noticed a speck in someone else's eye, only to realize that you have a log in your own? I'd love to hear your thoughts and perspectives in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.